going down? It's your boy, the young boss hog, Natomas Slimm, and we chopping it up with Airric Qualls, actor, screenwriter, Hollywood extraordinaire. What's going on with you, Airric?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Yo, I really appreciate you coming on, the show and letting us know about you got you got a movie coming out, right?
Yeah, me and a team of mine, we got something called Look Behind that's coming out. We're gonna go into production maybe around 2022. Right now, that's just the two things we're focused on is raising the money and getting exposure at events like Sacramento Black Expo that happened this past weekend. Um, I know there's a couple other events that we plan on going to help market and promote. But yeah, we're looking to shoot and hopefully release in 2022. That's the goal for Look Behind.
Oh, that's the name of the movie, Look Behind?
Yeah, so it was actually written by a friend of mine. His name was also Airric. his, his name is also Airric.
Have two of you ever been in the same room at the same time? Is this other Airric actually you?
Yeah, plenty of times, plenty of times. Yeah, so he wrote the film a couple years ago. He's been, tweaking it and doing things like that. But he's ready to finally, get it going, get it into production. He approached me and a couple of other mutual friends that we have to help him not only act in the film but produce it too as well. And I never produced a film. And so before then I was only, acting, and I told myself, I do want to get into producing and screenwriting and eventually, filmmaking too as well. And, he gave me the opportunity. So I said, why not? Hell yeah, I'll produce this film. I'll help produce it. Yeah.
So what's the film about? Tell me the backstory. Well, what can people look forward to?
Imagine a film that's like a cross between Bad Boys and Training Day. So we're going
kind of comedy, action, thriller. What I mean? A little bit of hood, a little bit of drugs going on.
Right.
Hey, I see what you're saying. I like that.
Right. Yeah. So it's about a drug addicted cop and a successful lawyer who have to team up with each other, and they don't get along at all. They have to team up with each other to find their family's killer. So both their families get killed in the film by the same person. And now they got to track down this person, to pretty much bring them to justice, street justice, as a matter of fact.
Oh, so they ain't trying to, take them to court. They're trying to put them in the dirt.
No, they man. I mean, imagine your family gets killed. You're not trying to. I mean,
yeah.
Your whole family gets killed.
Yeah, your emotions get to you. You want vengeance now. You got nothing else to live for. Everything's gone. Okay, so what role do you play in it? Who's your character?
So I am playing the successful lawyer, and his name is Garfield Simmons. He's
the successful lawyer look on, huh? That's a successful lawyer attire right there.
Right. So I'm playing him in the film. The other lead, the screenwriter, is also acting in the film, and he's playing the opposite lead. And his character's name is Ronald, and he's the drug addicted cop. And both our families got killed in this movie. So now pretty much both of us who don't like each other, we're on a hunt to find this person.
Oh man, that sounds dope. So how did you?
It's gonna be dope.
It sounds good. When is this? Are y'all planning on? Has it already been shot? Y'all planning on shooting it?
No, it hasn't been shot yet. So right now we're just raising the money and just getting exposure at local events. We can become vendors at and things like that. We are looking to go into production in 2022, perhaps even earlier, just depending on what happens between now and then. But yeah, no, we might be holding open casting calls for it. Right now, I know we're handpicking our cast. We've done that for a couple of people, but it's gonna be a great film, and we can't wait to release it. We can't wait to do it.
Yeah. Is it y'all gonna shoot it out here? It's gonna be in SAC?
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay, speaking of shooting out here in SAC, so you're an acting, you're basically in Hollywood and stuff. How is it being a Sacramento native in Sacramento, breaking into the acting industry, the movie industry, because Sacramento ain't really known for that. I mean, we got shouts out Deion Taylor, but
Right.
it don't really have that much of a Hollywood scene out here. So how
Right.
do you maneuver that?
We just met Deion Taylor, me and a friend of mine. We met him at his basketball tournament. He's a cool dude. Shout out to Deion Hidden Empire Film Group. But I'd say, to getting into the industry, I remember when I first started, and at the time when I first started, I just wanted to try it. I didn't even know if I was going to like it, right?
Mhm.
So I did a stage play, loved it. I would like to do another one, but I'm really into film. So pretty much after I caught the bug. As you know how they say you catch the bug for something.
Yeah.
I caught the bug for acting, and I knew I wanted to pursue film. So now I'm just looking everywhere here in Sacramento for opportunities. Um, I'd say for anyone who wants to get started here in Sacramento locally, I suggest hooking up with California Film Foundation with Executive Director Martin Anaya. You can find us on californiafilm.net. We have a lot of active film professionals in the industry, not only here in California, but across the nation too as well. Helping us out with this organization. And we hold Actors Initiative events. We actually have one tonight, I think at 7 or 8 p.m. on Zoom. But you can find a lot of the information about how to break into the industry locally here on californiafilm.net for sure.
Okay.
California Film. Mm-hmm.
All right. So with you, where
Mm-hmm.
are you trying to take your acting career? What is your goal? You know what I mean? Like what level are you trying to get at?
I'm trying to be Denzel's level, but have my own identity, right? I'm
Mm.
people 10, 20 years from now, people saying, oh shit, that's Airric Qualls right there. Or you know him? Yeah. So I'm trying to be on Denzel's level, but I'm also want to bring that success back to Sacramento.
Mm.
So of course I'm still here in the city, but I'm planning on moving to LA once I feel like I'm ready to go down there to keep pursuing my career. And eventually it will happen. It will happen. Right now I'm
Sometimes you just
working on
gotta make
getting
that
into,
jump, man. Sometimes you just gotta jump. You just
yeah,
gotta do it. You know what I mean? Sometimes the
yeah,
right opportunity never comes. It's just right then and right there. You got to do it. Because a lot of times you wait for that right opportunity and you're going to be waiting forever because in your mind, you're going to just keep saying, oh, no, I got to get this. I got to do that. I'm not
that's
ready.
true.
I got, you know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
You start talking yourself out of it. So sometimes you just got to jump out there and make it happen.
That's true. That's
You know?
true. Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents
Yeah. 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 No.
on that,
Yeah. No. I feel it. I feel
you
it.
know,
I feel it.
LA, shouts out to Sac, but when it comes to movies and stuff, LA, you kind of got to be in LA or New York, or even now Atlanta, you know,
Atlanta. Yeah.
yeah, Miami as well. They got a good movie scene out there, but you got to kind of go to those spots so you could connect, network, interact with certain folks, and then once you do that, you could hop right back out here in the Sac and put everybody on. You know what I mean? Put me on. Don't forget about your brother over here, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'd say this. I didn't mean to say I'm not going to take too long to get out there, but I'm for sure going to be out there before I'm 30. I'll tell you that. I'm 27 in October, so just know I'm just the plan is to really build myself out here and establish myself, become the big fish in this pond, and then move on.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I
That's
feel you
that's
on
pretty
that one.
much my strategy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
outside of acting, are you dipping into the writing as well, the screenwriting, or writing your own films and stuff? Or are you right now just focused on the acting?
So yeah, my private acting coach, shout out to Sterling Anderson. Um, he's teaching me how to write. So right now I'm just you got to start somewhere. So I'm not writing whole feature films right now,
Yeah.
but he's teaching me how to write scenes because he tells me if you can write a scene, you can write a movie.
Hmm.
So he's teaching this whole class how to write scenes. Um, and I'm writing skits to do on Instagram, just like you see these influencers do.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm gonna start releasing more of those. So yeah, no, I'm dabbling into the writing game for sure. The whole thing about Hollywood, they say if you're really serious about breaking in, you want to create your own work. So, all right, well, let me go learn how to write. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Go,
that they learn how to do everything, right? Act,
right.
direct, produce.
Direct. Yeah. Pretty much.
So whatever they need you for is like, yo, I can do that too. Because
Right.
we ain't got a director. I know how to direct, I can do that. And makes it a lot easier. So with you, man, you grew up here in Sac, right?
Right.
You're a Sacramento native.
Right.
So when it comes to just acting, who were the people that got you involved? Was it people out here in Sacramento, or was it others elsewhere? You saw folks and was like, I kind of want to do that, or was it somebody that put you under their wing?
You know, back in 2017, I was always thinking about trying it out, and then I really made a serious move on it in 2018. That's when I did that stage play, and I ran into a guy named Michael Levester. Shout out to him too as well. He's got a film we're going to be doing this summer called The Cost of Love. So he put me on in 2018 to my first gig ever, and has encouraged me to keep going forward as long as you're serious about it. And then I'm very serious. So yeah, he's the one who put me on to my first gig. And then, after that, I've met other people like I said, Martin Anaya, Sterling Anderson, Charlie Holiday, Don Black, Vince, out in California Film Foundation too. So I've met a lot of good people here locally in the film industry who are also have done and are currently doing big things out in like LA and Atlanta too as well.
Okay, man, that is what's up. So this is a hip hop station, man. So I gotta ask you some music stuff, man. You're a hip hopper, right?
Right.
Yeah. So who do you got in your top 5 best rappers?
Ever
alive.
or you just
let's do a live. Let's do a live.
okay, live. Okay, so for me, it's we talk okay. Because I can just obviously throw out Jay-Z and Nas, obviously because they're still here.
They're still here,
but they're veterans in the game. They're veterans in the game.
They still in the game. They still here.
They still in the game.
You can put them in there. They still in the game.
All right. Because I thought you meant like top 5, like the new guys.
Nah, who's still here? Hey, Jay-Z and Nas just did a song with DJ Khaled, so they still rapping. They here.
All right, I'll tell you this. Out here. Jay-Z and Nas, 1 and 2, you can match either or. Drake, bro. There's no denying it.
No denying.
You can't deny the man.
Hey, people try to deny it for so long. You know how many people try to hold off and be like, nah, Drake's whack. Drake, he's like, man, you've been saying that for 7 years, man. He's been here for 10. Right? Like, he ain't, man. Yeah, Drake's up. He's been doing it for like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
That is crazy in music to have a 10 plus year run at the top. And he's
gonna do another 10.
You think he's gonna do another 10?
He's gonna be that 20-year man. He's gonna be he's already an icon, but he's gonna be legendary for sure by the end of his career. He's gonna be like you got Drake. He's gonna be like one of those like Drake and John Lennon. Or Beatles or something like that. That's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of where we're going with Drake, honestly, in my opinion.
Well, how he's going, I could see that. I won't be surprised about that. Okay, so we got Jay-Z, Nas, whatever, Drake. 1, 2, 2, 1, whatever. Drake, you got 2 more.
I'm gonna throw in and I'm telling myself, and I'm gonna beat myself up for this because I haven't listened to his new album yet. But J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
That's a good 5.
Yeah.
That's a solid 5 right there. Kendrick hasn't dropped nothing for a minute, though, man. Kendrick.
Yeah, he hasn't dropped anything for a minute, but when he drops something,
it is heat. And that new J. Cole album, Off Season, you need to listen to that. Just after this, just put it in your headphones, put it on iHeartRadio. You don't need to use Spotify. You can listen on the iHeartRadio app.
Yeah, no, it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit when new artists release music. I actually wait a long time for some reason to listen to it. I gotta stop doing that.
No, you know what? It's not. I think that's actually a good thing because now you're not listening to it because of the hype. You know what I'm saying? Like you're listening to it on your own time, all that sound. Because sometimes I'd be listening to music because of the hype, and I'm like, people are hyping this up too much. And I think maybe because the hype makes me think it's so high. If I wait a while and be like, oh, let me see what this is about, and then I listen to it, I'm like, oh, this is clean or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no bias in your ear. So you're probably best off holding off on it.
Okay. Well, that's a new perspective. I'll take that into
Yeah.
consideration.
You know, sometimes people hype things up like movies and stuff. They hype it all up like, oh, it's the best movie ever. Like, yo, now I got to see this. And then you see it like, man, it didn't live up to the hype, but it was probably because of the hype. You know what I mean? Like you went in there with expectations. If you go in without any, probably be a little different. Who knows? But that's a good top 5, man. I like that. Jay-Z, Nas, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. So who do you got? Hold up. Is it J. Cole before Kendrick?
They're just like Jay-Z and Nas. You can yeah.
I respect that.
4 and 5, 5 and 4, whoever you want to do. You know, yeah.
That's a good top 5.
Yeah. You want to know my favorite ever?
Yeah, who's your favorite ever?
Come on now, Pac. Favorite ever.
Okay,
favorite ever.
Hey, that's mine too, man. You can't go wrong with Pac. I like why Pac's your favorite? What's the reason behind that?
Oh man. You know, I like the different personalities and different personas that he can show in his music, and he's very good at telling a story with his music too as well. You can get the thug in one song, you can get the poet in one song, you can get the guy who's telling a story about a girl on drugs in another song, a girl who threw her baby in a dumpster in that song. Brenda's got a baby. It's he's got a lot of deep shit, man. I love Pac.
Yeah, same here. What I like about Pac, that's what I tell people. It's like Pac in his music, he portrays to me a real person, because real people they're not one person. You know what I mean? Like the image that you see of a person on TV, that's not who they are 24/7. You know what I mean? People get angry, people get sad, people get happy, they have their ups and downs. You know what I mean? The life that they've been through, like Pac portrays the life that he's been through. He talks about his mom being a Black Panther, talks about growing up in the hood, talking about the good stuff, the partying, the bad, all that stuff, like everything that happens in life, and it's not just one part of life that he's portraying. He's portraying the whole totality of who he is, where he came from, and how he lives. And that's dope to me. That's dope.
No, he's, you just brought something to my attention. Yeah, he's one of the only rappers I could think of who can make you happy, sad, make you cry, make you angry. Like through his music, he puts you through every single emotion. Doesn't have to. All the emotions don't have to be in one song, but he has an emotion. He has a song for everything. He has a song for everything. Yeah,
for everything. He's not just a one line person. You know what I mean? Like you said,
multi-dimensional.
Yeah, he has Brenda Have a Baby. Then he has I Get Around. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll have like a Hit 'em Up. You know what I mean? Just some straight hood stuff. And then he has the one about his mom. What's the
Dear
one with his mom? Dear Mama. Yeah, like his music jumped around, but the reason why it jumped around because it showed who he was. All around it showed who he was, and that's. You don't get that with a lot of artists. You get that with very few artists. I think the only one that probably, in my eyes, that probably does that right now is Kendrick. Kind of gives you that a little bit, but not as much as Pac. But he kind of has that vibe where he could jump around on an album and give you something with Rihanna, and then gives you something with MC8, and everything else. So. I think that's it, man. That's a good top 5, man. I like your top 5.
Yeah, that's my current top 5. Yeah.
That's a good top 5. You can't get mad at that top 5.
Oh.
Not at all. That's a solid. You did good. Man, Eric, so tell them once again what's the film that you got coming along that you guys are you guys gonna do open casting calls for it?
We might. We probably will. It's likely to happen. I know the writer and all the producers, including myself, we want to handpick a lot of the cast before we do an open casting call if we can't find what we're looking for. So that's most likely what's going to happen.
Okay, that's cool. And y'all, what's the name of the film again? Give me all the information on the film, when y'all going to shoot it, everything that's going down with it. One more time.
All right, so the film is called Look Behind, written by Eric McCall Johnson. You can find it on Instagram, Look Behind Film, just how it sounds, Look Behind Film. You can find us on Instagram. Please help us grow. We're doing everything we can. You can catch us at these events like Sac Black Expo. We're looking to be at another event here in Sacramento, another Black event, something about soul food and seafood too as well. But yeah, we're just
I need to be there. Where's that soul food and seafood at? Boy, that just sounds delicious. Yeah. My goodness. Hey, how can they hit you up? How can they get in contact with you?
You can find me on Instagram at Airric Qualls. That's just simply what it is. It's AIRRICQUALLS. I'm very simple. You know, you can get in contact with my email. My email is actually on my Instagram handle, so that's the best way to get in contact with me.
Just hit you up on the gram. All right, Eric, man, it's been good chopping up with you. You know, once when y'all drop that film, you know, I need a cameo in there, man. Get me in there. Never acted a day in my life, but I do something, man. I could be somebody getting killed. You know, right?
Yeah.
I could be dead body number 3. Right? That could be me.
You know, I could talk to the screenwriter. We you know, we can see what we can do.
I can play. See, I can play dead. Look. Yep, there we go. That's it. You need me to hold my breath? I can hold my breath for about 30 seconds. That's all I got.
Right.
I can't hold it for too long. You'll start seeing the stomach move up and down. Man, all right, Eric, man, I really appreciate you coming on, man. When that film does drop, I would definitely check it out. And, you know, come up on here anytime. When it does drop, come up here again. Let people know about it and everything.
All right, for sure. Yeah, we will do that.
For sure. All right, we're chopping up game with your boy Airric Qualls. We out of here.